up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary, the start of war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips, so these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, to the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You a shook one, breeze and know the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Watkins, the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Kansas City gets the ball back here in a second and continuing to kind of analyze the start for Patrick Mahomes this year. 10 touchdowns, and we're told that's the most touchdowns in 2 weeks in the NFL in its history for a guy to start the season.
Yeah, can you believe that? First 2 weeks of the season, 10 touchdowns. I believe only 1 interception too, right? So he's taking care of the ball quite well. And just think about this. Coming in and taking over a team that many thought they had a pretty darn good quarterback. And he seems to be elevating not just his play, but the team overall. I mean, both of those wins came on the road.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 59 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he'll bang that one through. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. Back onto the field come the Atlanta Falcons. We discussed what Matt Ryan did in Week 2 earlier. How about the run game? Because you remember, they've got Devontae Freeman out a couple of weeks with a knee injury, so it's been Tevin Coleman. He did good in Week 2.
Yeah, he certainly did, and he wants his partner back. But at the same time, haven't met a back yet that doesn't mind getting the football. And Tevin Coleman delivered a 100-yard afternoon against the Panthers. 107 yards, 16 carries. He doesn't mind being a workhorse until Devontae Freeman makes his way back to the field.
And then when he's back, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Ryan. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, let's take a step away from this game for a second. Talk about teams that are undefeated through 2 weeks in the NFL season. Miami, Denver, Cincinnati, Tampa Bay. How about those surprises all being 2-0 right now?
Yeah, the Jaguars, the Chiefs, and the Rams are all 2-0. Not a major surprise. You're exactly right because they have one common characteristic, those teams you mentioned, Miami, Denver, Cincinnati, and Tampa. None of them made the playoffs last year. And what's the one thing we do know about the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before will not make them 2 years in a row. So these teams could be some of the early replacements in the playoff race for 2018.
And one more stat, 62% of teams that start 2-0 make the playoffs. Here's Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 13 yards that time of the first. Ryan will throw again. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
To throw is Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, taking a glance across the NFL through 2 weeks of the season, you've got quite a few teams that are winless, which obviously makes sense 2 weeks in. But the John Gruden era not off to the best start there at 0-2, Charles.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, Brandon. I mean, the Raiders, I believe this is the 15th time in franchise history they've started 0-2. None of the previous 14 times.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On second down, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in. Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
21.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Get up! 31.
11. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now the pitch to Freeman. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes now on 1st down. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 40 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's a whistle. And